Nah, remember that word blick? Oh, remember that word blick?
If you want to call me dropper, I'm not going to lie. What you want? I still call dropper.
Those kids that were selling donuts,
juice,
biscuits,
cookies. This is the story where you pulled off your friend's head.
No.
The same people in school that was calling people blick are now the ones saying, oh, trendy, dark skin, black girl popping, melanin gang. No.
Apparently, someone said that my dad got a tank head.
Fuck, what did I tell you?
Oh, what the fuck, man?
Ling-a-ling-a-ling, gold bell a ring, knife and fork a fine for dumpling. Booyaka, booyaka, for Shabba ranking, Shabba rocks disappear with
Look at me now. Look at me now. Oh. I'm kicking paper. Look at me now. I can hear you cooking up.
You don't love all the music that they play, but I ain't hearing anything to say.
Bubbly.
Where's my
Bubbly. I wanna die, dude. Yeah, that's why I'm through. Don't come around here with your blue symptoms. I don't wanna die.
Why you gonna bang though? Why you gonna bang though?
On the funky, yo. Ladies, let me see you get down low. Ladies, let me see you get down low. Ladies, let me see you get down low. With the head, shoulders, knees, and toes.
I'm flying just like Bob Marley, so here we go down.
Shoulders, knees, and toes. Head, shoulders, knees, and toes. Ladies, let me see you go down low. Head, shoulders, knees, and toes. Head, shoulders, knees, and toes.
Keep flashing doing that thing over there, homie.
Let's go! That's for you, head of year.
Yellow girls, Asian girls, all types of gas. All types of gas.
Shut up.
All by four is a big tune.
Let's go. Everybody is a big tune now. This that guy is a big tune now.
Next one.
Oh my God, that's a big tune.
My goodness.
Why are you crying? We're live in 5, 4.
No, sis.
You don't know. That's good.
Cool. What's up, people? I'm James, Corbin Captures, and today I'm here with some friends. Say hi, people.
Yo.
Okay, so I did write in the last comment section of the last video that you're gonna get a secondary school experiences video. Highly requested. Because it was highly requested. So yeah, here it is. So today we're gonna be talking about our secondary school experiences. I was thinking about it today. It's gonna be like a little trip down memory lane. We're just literally before starting, we're looking at our Facebook pictures and just reminding ourselves of what it was like. What was your favourite subjects, guys, in school?
Science.
Music and PE.
Drama. Drama was so lit.
I'm dead.
Sports
Drama.
day, what? In my high school we had like colour coded
Houses, innit?
Yeah, houses.
Yeah,
So like yellow, blue, green. So on sports day, all the teams will come together and then you do like track and different games like rounders and
Yeah, my
basically
school made
compete
it
for
a big
points.
thing.
Someone school didn't have sports day.
You didn't have sports day?
supposed to.
Challenge.
Very childish.
That is very childish.
That's boring, man.
I didn't get to do
Did you not have sports day?
Yeah, they made it so serious.
It is serious.
No, it is.
I took sports day so seriously. Look, I didn't play with sports day.
What was you?
We wanted sports day.
I tried to be team captain. If you're on my team, there's
What was your sport? What was your
rounders.
I had long legs, so I had to do 100 meters.
I did 100 meters and relay.
And the relay as well.
I did shot put and javelin.
It got to year 10 year. We wanted it to rain on sports day. We actually started praying for rain on sports day. We just didn't, because it's the whole school, like the entire school has to come.
Yeah, true, the entire
You have to
school.
be-
You know what? One day, yeah, I think when I was in year 7, we went to some stadium place. It's in Ilford. It's near your school. You know that athlete chat at school? We had to go to some athlete chat.
Oh,
thank you.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, we got banned from there, though.
Swear.
We got banned from there.
Why?
Because we were smashing glasses,
Alright,
we were causing a lot of trouble.
Yeah.
It wasn't my lot though, it was like the older lot.
Vandalism.
Yeah.
You are ruining their place.
Yeah, so we got banned.
He's surprised. He's like, why did they
gave us no like, oh, we don't know why. We got
And we had to do it at school. We had to do it at school from the rest of the years, boy. Did you lot do your sports day?
And now they know. They know
I'm
it's you.
dead.
It wasn't me, please.
So what's one thing everyone can say, like one thing individually we can all say we miss about secondary school life?
violating teachers.
Making them cry. Oh my god.
Do you know what? Just being really cute because you knew you could be.
So are you all like little devils then?
We used to dash basketballs at their heads.
Oh,
We didn't register. I just see a basketball. It wasn't
We
me.
stressed this teacher out so much here that she fell off a chair. And we all laughed. It was in history. Yeah, we all laughed and started crying. It was so funny that.
Our physics teacher asked us how to spell up, whether with one P or two, and we literally roasted him for like the rest of the year. I think he left. He actually left off. No, we saw him on Sky News like 2 years later. We were like, yeah, that's what we like us.
Imagine my tutor, she locked herself in the cupboard. Then we bust the cupboard open. Then she hit one girl. All got detention. Like it was. Yeah, like she was like, get off me, then bang.
they locked the teacher in the cupboard.
She locked herself in the cupboard. She couldn't handle us.
Oh
She
my
really
god.
locked herself in.
Shit, bang ya. Stupid kid.
We just didn't like our teachers. We had one physics teacher, yeah, and he used to every day he brought a guitar in and he would sing about physics. So we just always used to take the piss. Yeah, like he made up songs about physics.
Physics song.
Hey, you lot know I'm talking about Mr. Bellina. Everyone knows that one. Anyways,
Did
shout out
he
to
use
Mr.
the stuff
B.
on YouTube as well?
Yeah, he's got stuff on YouTube too.
I think my school used it as revision material.
Yeah.
Okay,
No,
but
songs they used to
I gotta
play.
say, he was just really annoying. Like, I can't lie, I personally just didn't like him.
I'm gonna say one thing I missed about secondary school was the laughs and the innocence. My innocence back then.
Wait, huh?
Just the laughs.
Innocence?
I was innocent.
What
yeah.
does that mean though? What are you now?
Yeah. Are you a
Corbin
Debbie?
Cactus.
Demon.
I was
Demon.
not
And you
innocent,
better
I
put
don't
this
care.
in. Better put this
I'll
in.
make sure it's not
Mr.
in.
Editor. Wait.
But what does that mean?
What's the innocence?
You
It's
tell
us.
us.
James?
What is that? Are you not innocent anymore?
I feel like I'm innocent, but like.
What?
Jesus. To a
What do you
certain
mean by
extent.
no? Because
To a certain extent.
Next question.
Next question. See ya.
Why would you guys get
Break time.
detention?
I was just straight off of school. Like.
Break time.
My one would be
We used
laughing
to
at
play,
the
so
teachers.
what?
No, but how many did you not have?
You laughing at the teachers.
Whoa! Not gonna lie,
Listen,
I can count with one hand. I can count with one hand how many was detention.
Everything is detention.
I had the whole year. I really had detention over year.
For the whole years, I only had detention like
From year 7 to year 11.
yeah, I only had like detention like
You're fucking good.
four times.
You try and shit,
Four
you were
times.
showing me hood pictures just now. Don't even try it.
No, but wait, I was in
You were
internal
rapping in
exclusion.
lessons, shush.
You know that rooms where
Yeah.
you know that room where you know that room where like you spend the whole day and you got
Internal inclusion.
Yeah, I was there like hot meals.
And Razor, yeah.
I was there like hot meals, but I had less detentions though.
Well, how many of you guys were suspended? The show of hands.
Suspended.
Yeah, actual.
Excluded also.
So internal exclusion, excluded, suspended.
No, mine doesn't.
Who raised their hand?
I want to see the hands. I want to see the hands. Wave them.
asked
We start the story because we didn't hear.
Ah, okay. So basically,
Remember,
he
it's
was
for you.
asking-
Shh, please.
basically he was asking me.
Yeah,
I said I'm not putting my hand up in it. I said I'm not putting my hand up because like what I went for was basically for nothing. Basically, I must have been like we were playing Bulldog and he must have been like, oh, don't play Bulldog at your age, isn't it? It was like year 11. So like, okay, cool. So I was like, so what? We can't play games now. Like it's lunchtime. Like let's play in it.
Yeah.
He goes, oh, what, you questioning my authority? I was like, no. It's like, you know what? C2, nah. Went there, and they were like, what are you here for? I was like, oh, I asked him whether we can play or not. They were like, cool, sit down. Oh. So, am I really putting my hand up for that?
But that was an exclusion, right?
You mean exclusion where you have to go home?
You have to put your hand up. Wave your hands if you've been internally excluded, suspended, or so. Right, live and clear for us all to see. All to see with vim and confidence, the same way you got suspended.
Yeah, I want to hear.
What was your reasons? I want to hear everyone individually what their reasons.
Can I go first?
I'll start with that way around here.
Cool. I dashed the can at the teachers.
Okay, I'm not surprised.
Why did you dash the can at the
What happened is there was a huge fight going on in the playground now, and I was aiming at some other op. For some reason, I see the teacher's head just get conked, so I tried to turn around. I turn around, see my head of here. He's just like, yep, man raised.
So it makes a big difference. Was there a drink inside the can?
Oh yeah, of course. How else am I gonna
That's a weapon. That's now.
So did they know it was an accident, or did they say it was an attack, or like?
It accidentally hit him, but it wasn't an accident. You know what I'm saying?
Oh damn.
Yeah. That's how I got sent.
And he saw you through it?
No, the head of year saw me through it.
How long did you get?
I was there for like 3 days.
You're asking like,
3 what?
The farm I said 2 weeks, but I was explaining that one.
You were wild child. What year were you in?
I was in year 10.
The only one I remember, because I got in trouble so many times that I got sent out for different stuff. The one thing I remember getting in so much trouble for was this teacher was a bitch. I'll say it. She basically, I was pissed off that day. Someone was annoying me in class and I must have swore. Now they snaked on me. When they done that now, obviously I got away with the first time saying I didn't do it. And I must have said it when she was walking past this time, so she's now heard me. And I was like, no, I didn't swear. She's irritating me, the class is irritating me. I'm going back and forth with this teacher. And I was like, I'm a fucking Christian.
Hey, fucking Christian in the same sentence.
How did we mix and match with the Lord there?
I know the Lord was looking at you like.
At this point, my
Did she question your religion or something?
I think so, yeah. She must have, because at this point I was like, I was trying to say, oh, I don't swear I'm a Christian. I'm a Christian. Like everyone knew I was so holy back in the days like that. I'm a Christian. I'm a Christian, yeah. And then people were like, oh, but she swore. And then the teacher saying, yeah, I heard you. And so I was like, I'm a fucking Christian, I don't fucking swear. And then obviously she was like, there you go. She sent me to the BSU. I think I was there for like 2-3 days.
What year was you in?
Free Lulu.
Yeah, 9.
Free Lulu.
It was the time we started learning GCSE.
When people
got sent there, hey, freedom man,
everyone was like, free.
And you go see them at break time, like what? Packet Chris.
Another situation. I got suspended for this year. I was bullying someone on Facebook.
Why?
No, but
cyberbullying's wrong.
Cyberbullying's wrong. I would say it was bullying because that's what they called it.
Don't do it.
She was obviously attacking me and my friends in school, and I took it upon myself. She was doing keyboard warrior, so I was doing keyboard warrior.
So what did you do?
Can't say back in the day you.
No, quickly say what did you do?
I was just swearing at her. She was swearing at me, and then she took it into school, and then my mom found out, and I got suspended. My mom took away my Facebook and my computer.
So fair, you know. Every year I had at least one.
Naughty. Wait. Hit us with a special highlight.
The first one was year 7, yeah. This like summertime, just reached summertime.
Yeah.
This one, everyone was getting water balloons and stuff. We was going into assembly, but before we went to assembly, we tried to have like a mini water fight. So I must have filled the balloon. Then my head of year came out, said, "Oh, you don't need to hurry up and come to assembly." And I forgot that I had a water balloon. I put it in my pocket, walked in the assembly. Everything was cool. When it was time to finish assembly, I was walking out. Someone pushed me. The water balloon dropped right in front of my head of year, and she sent me a screenshot. Yeah.
What was you, Lloyd?
Alright, cool. So I'm gonna make it quick in it. I need to tell you a lot too. Because I'm gonna make it quick.
Keep it mean, yeah.
Cool. So I remember in year 7 now. Yeah. Jesus Christ. I was laughing because I just remembered it. It was in year 7 now, and we're playing. Me and 2 of my friends were playing 21 Days now. So. My friend was like, oh, I dare you to go push Thingy. So I went and go and push Thingy now. And Thingy went and told this girl that she's not like, why'd you tell her? They were arguing now. So then Thingy went and told my friend.
If this is the story where you pulled off your friend's hijab.
No. It's not that. So cool. So thinking. Okay, I'm gonna name this. I'm gonna name them S. I'm gonna name them S and D. Yeah. S was like, oh, sharp. No, D was like, sharp, you stupid prostitute. And the girl, and then S was like, you're an illegal immigrant. You're an illegal immigrant. The girl said, what did you say? The girl said it again, fam. You know the slap? You're gonna hate for fish, right? I'm not even lying. This girl's at the back of the floor, she turned around like this. I was screaming like this. Like she sucked her face so hard that she fell on the floor.
And then what happened?
And then as she was getting up, she did.
And then what? Wait, okay, but what happened?
Why are you getting
Why? Oh, cool. So now the teacher was like, "What's going on?" So now the teacher was like, so they were like, "Oh, Lloyd pushed me," and they were like, "Oh, but we're playing the game." So the teacher called me. That's so disrespectful. Why can you push someone? I was like thinking, alright, cool. Like you're dragging it now. So the guy was like, you 2 days. I said, alright, cool. Then the second time, yeah, we were on the bus. You know that school bus that starts with a 6. The school bus that starts with a 6, everyone had that bus, right?
Nah.
You didn't have that. Cool. So my school bus was 673.
Must be nice.
So
Word must be nice.
So
we really did the walk.
So my friend now was arguing with some girl now, and they were arguing, and I was laughing, and you don't know how loud
you're laughing.
You don't know how loud my laugh is. So I'm there like cool. Then my boy Philip, you don't know Philip, right? No. So Philip had a fight with one girl, and they're fighting on the bus, and I'm there screaming. This girl, I love it a bit, but this girl, she put on YouTube, and she put the school bus on our school name, and you don't know in schools that anything they will see it. They will see it, so they saw it now. Everyone got the same thing. TFO even came to our school to take our Oyster cards. They're gonna take our Oyster cards. Yeah, it was that deep. They're gonna take our
whole Oyster cards were going.
Yeah. I'll never forget that, man. I was pissed about
that Oyster card. What is the pity? What is the pity about the Oyster card?
You don't take the pistol. You have your own bus, yeah, and then you have to take the pistol.
No, it's like a TFO bus where it comes like one. So it's not a school. You know what bus is?
679, did you say?
673. You lot had a 679 in it. Yeah.
I know what bus you're talking about.
Yeah.
That used to just drive right past me.
Yeah, so my exclusion story, internal suspension story. I think, I didn't get in trouble much in secondary school because the most I get in trouble for was laughing at the teachers.
I can't even ignore that. What was that?
Keep it with the Lord.
Listen, I heard that. We can't ignore that.
Yeah, we couldn't just.
So yeah, I didn't get in trouble much in school, but it would be more time just for laughing and stuff. But this case, there was some guy here, and like I don't know, I used to be really violent, not like to fight, but yeah, like, I used to love play fighting. I still love.
You still do?
Yeah, I still do. Yeah, I still love it.
He almost killed me.
Smackdown versus Raw. We'll put this up there.
Elvis, please.
Flashback.
Please.
Yeah. Cue video.
That was a little situation where we used to love play fighting in this kitchen, but I paused from that day.
Yesterday?
Okay.
Come on.
Yeah, when you were chasing people down.
I didn't touch anyone.
It was the threats. The implications.
He chased them with a chair.
I'm dead.
The side of Corbin, y'all dunk.
I'm dead. But yeah, anyway, the boy must have just been like, he must have been playing, because everyone used to like play and start prodding me so I could lick them with my bag or...
And he licks when he says lick.
A little something they used to do just to prod me because they thought it was funny to run away. So I think he said something and I was like, we wasn't cool like that for you to talk to me like that. I just remember I was like, let me just... And he said something like, your mother. And then I was like...
Your mum. You know they love to say your mum back in the day.
And if you know me, I do like a quick little lash. I was like, come here. Like a quick little pop in the jaw.
Is everyone just going to how could he just go, that's why I beat up that girl.
Did you not hear that?
I'm not surprised. I'm not even surprised.
And it got crashed. Wait.
Speak for yourself.
Huh?
Is that why you took off the hijab?
Is that the hijab?
Is that the hijab one? That's the hijab one.
You're disgusting.
You're
You just pull it. Hey,
I apologize.
No, wait.
Honestly, I respect every single woman that has a
Say.
hijab on their
No,
head.
wait.
I respect their religion, but that is disgusting.
Can I explain?
Apologize. Go on.
Sorry.
To anyone, because that could offend anyone.
Okay, no, I didn't mean it like that. Okay, honestly, it was not intentionally like I was so angry. I'm not trying to like discriminate anyone, so I don't want anyone to come at me in the comment section because I'm definitely not the one.
If she came back and said it again, what would you do differently?
Would you have snatched her hijab again?
No, I wouldn't. No, I wouldn't. Definitely. I would just I'll calm down. No, I will make her hit me.
Okay.
So you get
Bye for now, because it's
the
now.
whole was really just.
I want to know how Joy got excluded. Oh wait.
I didn't.
You didn't.
No, I only got put on something called like
report.
Yeah, green report. I had this form tutor that just hated me. She always used to try me. I was a good look. I was good in school. Okay.
Me too.
But you had a green card. You was on report.
I think. Huh? Yeah, I was on report. I just used to talk a lot.
I got put on report for
and I didn't like it.
I was never on report, you know.
I was like the only black person in my form, so I like to talk a lot until this other Zimbabwean guy came along and it was like, yeah. Now there's two of us. Adam and Eve, the real thing. So I just used to talk a lot, and obviously my voice is very distinctive. So you know the one where everyone talks, but it's you that they come for. So it was that, and then
all the time.
That was me.
And then she brought me out, and she was like, "I'm gonna have to place you on green report until we see improvements in your behaviour." I was like, "Okay, cool." Did it for a week. I had to come at the end of the day, sign it all the time. That was it really.
Can we talk? Okay, can we talk about the
your story?
No,
I still want to know.
Oh, you want to know the rest of my story?
Yeah.
Yeah, you didn't.
Sorry.
Okay, so what happened was he was like, your mother. I was like, if you know me, I like quick lashes for disrespect. We just do quick one. So I did pop, like a quick one.
That wasn't great.
A quick one. And if you know what I'm like, it's like I'm not angry. It just means I want to do something real quick, and then I just adjusted my blazer and walked to the.
But you know, as black people, our impact is a bit stronger.
Yeah, true.
I feel
It was so quick. I was called. No, it was a.
Another black.
It was a mixed. Something mixed. Something was going on, but I was called out by my head of year. Then the head of year basically just made it a big thing. We said, but no, I didn't. And I said, well, we can play it as well. I felt abused by the words and stuff. I said, we can fight it together, kind of thing. But yeah, I got internally suspended because of that. It was just a day. But going in with, because I want to talk about my head of year, because he's really well. Okay, so demonic teachers, innit? This is the next one. I'll start off with myself here. So what happened? Obviously, when the head of year would come and he'd give his speeches, but he was just so passionate, and I just laugh. Like I'd laugh in front of. I'd just start. You know, like the whole assembly of the 180 pupils in our year group. Yeah. You just hear me busting up, and then.
What were you laughing about? Were you laughing at him?
That's the fact. He was shouting for fun, like so James. I'd just start bust out laughing. Everyone would look back. Then he'd go, "Get out, James Corbin!" And like really, the real anger in his veins. And then like he'd wait to see me after at the end, and then he'd start shouting, and I'd just be like, oh, laughing. And there was one time where I think he just lost the plot with me, and I was in the office face to face with him. He was drinking water and he was shouting, and I was laughing. Then I feel him spit all the water in my face. I was like, whoa, what's happening here?
Was it purpose or was he laughing?
It was on purpose.
You start watching your face.
Yeah, so I said, alright,
he's
cool.
Racist.
I adjusted the blazer. That's my favourite thing. So I adjusted the blazer and I took up my bag, put it on again, and we started walking. Then he started chasing me, James.
No, wait, no apology.
James. Long story short, my mum was angry about it because I told my mum what happened, and like she was very angry about it. So she did a surprise visit for him.
Where's your mum from?
Jamaica.
Jamaica.
My mum did a surprise visit, and she said, "Can I speak to the head of year?" I didn't know she was coming in. Also, there was a situation where I had a detention. He had, like, outside was muddy. The detention was in the sports hall. He was like walking, and he said, he put his foot there and said, "You can sit there on the floor." I said, "Never." Because at the time I used to go to church every week, and I said, "My God's great," and I used to say, "My God's great," and everything that the demon is to bring towards me. And obviously, because I'm saying it so seriously, everyone starts laughing because I'm saying scriptures from the Bible and stuff. And anyway, so yeah, they got into a really serious one, I heard, and like he came to apologise in the end. But yeah, demonic teachers.
I remember one day in Spanish, we had a supply teacher. So when everyone knows that we have a supply teacher, you can get away with anything. But luckily, we had the black supply teacher.
Oh, them ones, yeah.
Cool. So this one now, she's there now, and then we're all like bantering, we're all laughing. She's there telling us to do our work. We're not even listening. This was in year 8. Then she's like, "Oh, so you lot don't want to listen to me yet? You lot carry on. You lot will see what I do to you." So all the white kids were like, "Oh, I'm so scared. We were just like, "Shit, what do you know?" So we're there battling whoever. She's like, "All right, guys, have a good day. You're not gonna be in for a treat." Smiling, and we were all like, "Oh, what's going on? Cool." And our last lesson now. Why did we see the teacher's head poke in front of the door?
And then what happened?
She gave us an hour detention.
I'm dead.
It was so unexpected. It was so. She's like, "Oh, is this AS3?"
She knows.
She was like, "Yeah, it is." She's like, "Yeah, they have a detention with me." Everyone was like, "Huh?"
Wait, what?
Some girls were crying. Some boys were just.
Let's actually move on from that story.
And he's it the way it happens. Aside from demonic teachers, who knows about teachers? And this guy just got a nosebleed.
What the fuck? Fuck, what did I tell you? Oh, what the fuck, man?
What the hell?
Oh, what the fuck? The room open. What the fuck, dude?
Wait,
but you need to get a tissue pack from my tissue pack here. Lloyd just had a nosebleed.
Let's take a short interval.
I'm joking. No, he's alright. He's coming back in a second. So Lloyd was able to come back. Bless him. We're gonna send a little prayer for him. Even though by the time you watch this, he'll be fine.
Get well soon, Lloyd. We love you.
But yeah, no, we've spoken so much about teachers. Can we actually talk about the annoying friendship groups and cliques that will stop people from even moving forward in life?
I was the whole year. Couldn't do it.
The annoying groups in secondary school.
Okay.
We had one system in it. It was basically like losers, popular kids.
Yeah.
I swear
the black kids.
No, people never said it, but there was
the Asians.
Footballers.
The blacks.
I hate that word. I hate it.
The what?
The geeks.
The glasses kids.
What is a neek?
Geek.
The ones that wear the glasses and the ones that wear that.
What's a
Neek
neek?
is a combination.
No, wait. What is a neek?
Like someone that just like
let me explain.
Plays games.
No, even neeks. This is what they do. They conversate about. You can get into
Have you noticed all the neeks right now that you was called the
neeks talk about
they're all
homework.
looking the best right
They
now.
tell you have you done homework.
Not from my school, boy.
Oh?
Not from my school.
They'll be like, did you do the homework? When you go to their friendship group, they're all talking about the next homework or their next module that hasn't even started.
But they were low
What are
key
you
people to
doing?
be friends with, because
Look,
when you
Yeah,
needed to get it done,
I regret not chilling with them now,
When
but
exams came, did they get the A's?
Of course, they were passed. Well,
they're the ones doing it.
Captain their
They're
careers.
Oxfords. And
I'm
I'm
gonna join
here.
Cambridge and Oxford. Unique.
I'm dead. But yeah, friendship groups was the most annoying thing.
I was the
There's
one
where
that
a lot of us, well, because I went to predominant black people
Must be nice.
in my school. I think it was the
Struggle was
opposite.
real.
But everyone, I'm sure it would be the same in yours. Pack mentality. Everyone's got to follow the leader. One alpha male, one alpha person.
One popular girl, and then all the girls that
Everyone
trying to
follow
be
that
like
person.
her. Then the lads.
I was just the person that said,
The lads
forget
are
that, I don't
popular
care.
girls.
I was always that, I don't care.
I
can't lie, my school wasn't like that, you know. My school was an all-boys school, so all the boys were cool with one another. Like, obviously, in lessons,
But wasn't there slides like people who didn't have their own mind?
There's some boys
like
that
follow.
oh yeah, I
Run
guess.
around, follow.
Yeah, when it came to the black people, all of them will follow the fraud boys, innit? Or the boys that will be selling donuts.
Where are they now?
I went to a predominantly white school. My school was like full of second class.
And you're like this.
I mean middle class and like upper class. Yeah, because I was a working class student in a middle class school. And I will still be working. I don't care, but that don't use your middle class stuff on me.
Check said.
There was even a certain of the elite and all these white kids that just always used to throw the parties and they always used to do all the drugs, LSD and ecstasy and all of that.
My school had
And they lived in the big houses because my school wasn't a really nice. You know about my school.
No, I know our school. But no. To be on a serious note, not gonna lie. Secondary school, if you deep it, it really did. What's the word?
Change you and
What's
shape
the word? Mold you into the best you are. Because I'm sure a lot of people developed like a lot of
Bad habits. Like a lot of people start smoking in these years because someone will start doing it, then you're trying to fit in and stuff like that. But
Doubts about themselves, what's the word? Insecurities is the place where secondary school was created. And this thing that always will stick with you, some stuff from secondary school. Some stuff that was said. Am I lying?
Yeah, especially for girls, like that's like the age where
your body's developing.
You don't like, I don't want to say you want male attention, but yeah, you're going through puberty, you know. If you went to a mixed school, a lot of people were in relationships, boyfriend and girlfriends, and you're trying to look some certain type of way, and you're looking up to the girls that look, for example, this is really dumb, but I went, just like Lulu, I went to a predominantly white high school, which made it really hard which made it really hard because most of the girls were really skinny. It was all about thigh gaps and stuff like that. And when I was really younger, I was very chubby and very for
Shout
real.
out our thickums.
Yeah, very chubby, very short.
Flick,
So in my mind, I was trying to be like that because I was like, well, that's what people want. That's the image. So growing up, did it affect me a lot? A tiny bit, because there wasn't a lot of people like me. So that's why when I came to uni, a lot of people are like, oh, do you find it really weird being around a lot of black people? And it's nice, but it makes me think back to high school and stuff where
you wish you had
where my mindset was like, oh, you know, I'm trying to be like Emily or Lauren, and she's so skinny and this and that, instead of just being
you wish you had that Wakanda in your head.
But you can't help it. You're at a young age, and that's when forever.
Nah, for me, I feel like it wasn't the fact that I just wanted to be skinny or that, because there was a lot of girls there that were skinny. They were skinny and they had the sort of upper body look as well. So it was like what people were after.
We're talking about insecurities, but would you say you got bullied because of it? Would you say you got bullied because of it?
Me, I feel like I was bullied because of my body to a certain point. Until about year 11. Lots of people just thought that I was like just very skinny, like I wasn't attractive, like they used to get on. The people used to call me Dropper. I'm not going to lie.
Who you were?
I used to get called Dropper in high school.
What does that even mean?
You know the player? The football player? DJ
Drogba.
DJ Drogba?
Yes. Why you do me like Drogba? Yes, I used to get called that. No, but I used to get called that. Like, it really made me feel very insecure. And up until this day...
James doesn't know what that is. I'm just gonna...
You don't know what DJ...
Can I finish 1 second though?
I got called Rick Ross, Biggie, so it's alright, it's fine. We did it.
But anyways, it made me feel very insecure in my high school days, and it wasn't up until like year 11 where I started. I don't know if it was me that started wearing, it was just that my clothes just started getting very tighter, but my body started showing more, and then people started complimenting me.
The bum was coming through.
But it was like I wasn't really. I actually used to remind them back in the day, like you used to get onto me, like you used to bully me because of the way I looked, and still to this day I feel like I don't look a certain way that people want me to look, but you know.
But what is that look? Wait,
I'm happy.
But what is that look that people want? Like
there is none. It's in our heads. It's what we made in our heads. Deep it. It's what we made in our heads. Because society changes it all the time. But one thing I would say though is because I get a lot of messages from people that's in secondary school still, and like they're dealing with their stuff. Just live your best life. Enjoy yourself. Don't think too tough about trying to impress that guy and trying to impress that boy. Try to impress your friends. Do whatever you feel is right. If you want to study a bit more, study a bit more. If you want to take things seriously, take it more seriously. If you want to just do something you want to do. You know that people feel so scared not to even listen to music they want to listen to because their friends will be like, what's that? Do you know what I mean? They'll be scared to even just be themselves, wear their own clothes, not buy the trainers that everyone else is wearing. Do what you want, honestly.
I have one girl.
You'll feel so proud of yourself that you did it once you've done it. Once you just stand out by yourself. That's what I did, and that's who I am today.
That's
I mean, I care.
All boys school. No,
but do you know what's really important though? Do you know what's really important?
You'd be surprised. I went to a boys school. It was all about insecurity.
Serious?
All boys
like
school?
People come.
I see, but
I know one girl that changed her complete image because of
apparently someone said that my dad got a tank head.
That angered you?
It angered me so much we had to fight.
Tank head was the one
when they talk about family, that's it.
Everyone just used to say tank head back in the day. I remember that one. My mum used to say that to me.
When I think about some of the insults,
I know one girl, that because of her insecurity, she changed her entire image. And to this day, like,
as in surgery?
not surgery, but the way that she looked like.
She turned
from
emo,
year 7,
like emo.
from year 7, yeah, she was all about the Korean, the K-pop stuff and anime,
the
all
skirts
of that.
and
She
the
had the
eyebrows,
she used to draw, she had the journals, she had everything. Got to year 9 now, like everyone used to start saying that she had buck tooth. They used to get onto her face, how she looks, to her hairstyles. This girl changed her hair. She started dyeing it, straightening it. She started wearing shorter skirts, doing different types of makeup. I mean, her makeup changed from year 9 to year 11, and people used to get onto her consistently. And now no one can chat to her.
Wow.
Because she did, like, I'm not gonna lie, she did what she did, yeah, but she looks really good now, and she knows so many people. Like, people actually are friends with her, and she's got like good friends in that.
Big cussings, guys. We've been talking about insecurities, but the cussings in secondary school is the worst ever. Like, everyone, I think their tongue calmed down once they left year 11, because boy, everyone used to say the most wicked, the wickedest
combinations of insults.
Especially the parent stuff, because they'd really look at the parents and go, we're gonna link it and make it work.
Do you know what we need to start with?
Your mum.
Nah, you remember that word blick? Remember that word blick?
Let's talk blick.
That word blick.
Let's
Oh my
talk
god.
blick.
You guys are gonna have to fill me in
I
still.
feel like I used to use it all the
Okay.
time.
I was black, so they didn't try to.
I can talk about it because it affected me. I can talk about it because in some way it would have affected me in it. So obviously when the word came out, obviously, how was it for used? What was, let's say the phrase?
Just for a dark person, like,
something that's black but darker than black.
It was the way that they said it. It was like
From
your
white
blick,
people?
like it's the way they said it, like the anger and the tongue.
From white people.
It would make
From
black
It
people.
could be used. It could be used in like a cussing like statement, you know.
So that shut up your blick, everyone would go, oh, like
like ooh,
like it's wrong for you to be dark.
So that's where insecurities about skin tone begins.
I remember one time I was called blick and I was like, oh Jesus, like, is there something wrong? Like I'm like. Then I just looked in the mirror and said, Jesus, because we used to do the prayers for everything. It was a real consultation shit with God. And I said, blick means I'm dark skinned, I love it, and I actually love it. And I was one of the only people that would like embrace the dark skin. There was
that's surprising.
Let me not throw shade, but from early, before it was in trend, by the way. Before it was in trend, because now on Twitter, the same people in school that was calling people blick are now the ones saying, oh, trendy, dark skin, black girl popping, melanin gang. No, stop it. But yeah, no, I was gonna say, I just remember I was like, no, I'm dark skinned and I love it and stuff. And then since then, like when you come with an attitude of you don't care and you're gonna own it, what can people do? It confuses them. Like it confuses them. I'm sure you guys will agree. They feel stupid once you own it. You can own, what's it called? Some of these classes you can only feel good if they get a reaction.
Yeah, your mum.
Your mum.
Someone will say something, your mum. But you know your mum can only go so far, because if you try it with the wrong person, you will get licked for it. That's it. Don't like someone will be like, your mum, my mum's dead. And then it's like,
anytime someone said my mum was fighting, literally.
Yeah,
exactly. Your mum was a big one.
One guy in my school, they must have been having a cuss match, yeah. And he must have been like, but your mum, rat-a-tat-tat. But little did he know, like, his mum was in a wheelchair. And everyone was all like, ooh. They both got into it. He's all on the floor, stamping on his face. The teacher, she's a supplier, so she didn't even do anything. Boy, as in, you wouldn't. I never used it because after that, I never used like your mum because you don't know.
You never know.
You never know. You can't just play with people's parents for real.
Cost me all you like. The more you chat about family.
Family, yeah. And people used to come for like siblings or like your nan, like really stupid things.
Your nan.
That's why I got kicked out of camp because someone went and
mad.
talk about my little sister.
Your nan's a prick, huh?
That's actually funny. It sounds funny, but
Okay, so you guys, do you have any moments to end it off like that you were just embarrassed that you never want to even relive? We all have one. Yeah. Think for 1 second. Think for a few seconds. I'm gonna give you guys a few seconds because I know we all have one. Like a moment where you embarrassed yourself or you got something wrong. I don't know. Or like you did a situation that you did something and you wish you never did it. Like you know when you're in your head, why did I do this? Like
I remember once I was laughing so hard I farted. And you know when you sit on the chair and it vibrates and lifts like that? I was like, I remember I don't think I spoke for the rest of that lesson. I was so, you know when you just put your head down, you're just like, yep. And you know when people don't know how to react, it wasn't even a bants, it was like, oh, you did that sis, like toilet break kind of thing.
You know I'll be dying.
I was just.
If I was in that lesson,
I couldn't even leave. I was so embarrassed. I was just like, wow.
They were all like.
It was so dumb because that's all I can really remember. But that one was really bad. That's about it. Yeah.
I remember in secondary, I played myself. I thought it was cool to have a long tongue. I have a really big tongue.
Show them.
Shall I show them?
I'm dead.
So yeah, I did that.
Wait for the full effect for Zoom. Keep it 5 seconds. Go. Jesus' name. There we go.
But yeah.
Ladies, add him up.
Over 18 though. But yeah, more time. I thought it was cool to do that. Not when I came to London, boy.
Wait, you just used to stick your tongue out?
Obviously, like, it was something interesting. Like,
How would you do it, like?
I was just like, they were like, how can you got a list? I was just like, because I got a big tongue. They was like, let me see. I was just like, okay, yeah. And then they was like, what? You fucking alien, you fucking living, you the dinosaur.
Oh my god. 5 in 1.
And this is like when I first moved to London. I didn't expect it at all. At all. So yeah, I regret doing that because throughout the whole years, that's how people knew me. Long tongue A1.
This is like year 7, yeah, and I liked some girl. Now remember I said that we used to have like that system in it where you got popular. She was popular in it, and I was like, I was a loser. I didn't know anyone in it. So my friend was like, oh, do you like her? I was like, yeah. So he writes a note, gives it to a friend to give to her. So throughout the whole year, no. Not the whole year. Like for a good 2 weeks, she's just like, who's this Elvis guy? She finally finds me, never forget this day. It was break time, I'm in the canteen, I'm standing there, me and my 2 guys. She comes with like, no exaggeration, 30 guys. She's all like, are you Elvis? Really? And I was like, yeah. And she goes, ugh, you're ugly. Everyone started, like, the whole canteen, started jumping around like, he got cussed! People jumping on the tables and shit, it was meds. I was insecure for like year 9 and I thought, I'm ugly as shit. But your boy,
you was nice.
And the globe was there.
I feel like year 10, one time I tried to give myself a trim. My head
What did you use?
The normal clippers, like I tried to do the shape up.
How
and then
old
I was
were you?
like, there, year 10.
Your age.
I tried to go on with a hat.
Your age.
Then someone whipped it off. Oh my days. Everyone was ripping me.
You know when my dad used to trim my brother's head and he'd just get the clippers and just mold. So did you do something like that?
No, like I tried to give a shape up and my hair I went back like there, and you could see, you know when you see the black dots.
Oh my dear.
For me, I've fallen downstairs before.
That would be.
Fell in the middle of a playground. It's just always a big commotion. So.
Oh my god, a bird shat on my blazer once. When we were playing like it or something stupid like that, I just feel. I carried on going. I'm now walking down the hallway. Someone's like, that was it. I was going back and forth with this guy and we were arguing. And I was like, what's your comeback? And he was like, if I wanted my comeback, I'd get it from the back of your blazer. I was like, Took off my blazer now. All I see is just shit. Everywhere, just shit. No one had the audacity to tell me. This is what I'm saying. I was like the only black person. No one even could be like,
there's
something on your blazer.
That's normal.
No.
I've got 2 things to say here. One embarrassing moment for me was when I was in year 11. Some guy came in year 12 and obviously I was really friendly to him. I think he took that the wrong way and he thought I liked him. Obviously, I was in year 11, so...
You're just really nice to him?
Like, I was really nice to him, but I thought he was cute as well.
Oh, okay.
But I was honest about it. So, obviously, he thought I liked him. And it started agitating me because he told all his friends, and for like most of my year 12 and year 11 experience here, these lot just used to always get on to me. They always used to talk about him around me, mention his name. My friends always used to approach them. It was always embarrassing because sometimes I never wanted to get involved. And sometimes I started it myself, but I just didn't like it. It made me feel really like. And another thing, the blazer thing that it just made me think. In my school, when we were in high school, all the boys thought it was okay to use their ID cards to swipe people's blazers because we had black blazers and like our ID cards were white. So I don't know who discovered it. Yeah, like they will swipe the ID card and use a white line on your blazer, and they used to do it to all the boys.
I'm on finish you.
That was 5 very serious years of your life. Like a lot goes on, a lot of lessons. Like you even remember like when you're just on the bus, just chilling, thinking, wow, I learned that from this age, and I didn't realise.
R.I.P. Mr.
Or just
Bradford.
all the trends that we went through. And you know how something would be so big in year 8 and everyone would do it, and then
The JD
in
bags
year
for
10
me.
Oh,
Just do it.
the night bag, the night bags. Everyone had that night bags. Everyone had
Doing it
Own
on
clothes day
Facebook.
was a
the
mess.
skirts that everyone had.
Yeah.
Own clothes day
We called it
was
Mufti
literally
Day.
a
We called it
mess.
Mufti Day.
Everyone would be having heart attacks looking for the outfits they want to go. Oh my god, they can't be thinking
that
silly.
have
They to them stylish.
Chino,
Oh, I know about the
trousers.
You think it's them stylish, elegant, and we can bring it to the table? Nah, it's nah.
All the
It's
girls with
nah.
their little hair up, in the bush knees. I don't know.
Secondary school is also the birth of entrepreneurs, though. As in those kids that were selling donuts,
Me too.
Zales,
Now doing
biscuits,
t-shirts,
cookies.
hats.
The real flashes.
Do you know what else though? I feel like
Music.
secondary school is when sexual stuff started. And that's where some people became very sexually aware and then some people weren't. And I feel like that was
Made them
almost
feel-
used as, oh, what have you done? I sucked dick.
Yeah.
That's what kids would be like.
Oh my
These
God.
girls would be like,
became a
yeah,
competition.
I
Wish I went to a
Jay,
competition. This is why I wish I went to a mixed school.
You know, it was one of them.
I'd get headed the toilet.
I know one girl, yeah, that was
What you say, head in
wait,
the
what?
If I went to a mixed school.
So this one girl was my best friend, and she obviously had been given the title of Sket.
Oh.
And from about year 8 till the end of the year, she was called the Sket. Every new boy that came into the school was told about this girl, even if she hadn't done it. And there would be screenshots, and it's like sometimes she would like the way she would talk to people. Yeah, it would make it seem like she's very flirty. Yeah, BBM days, you know.
BBM updates were
people-
serious.
Like everyone just used to talk about her sexuality, like her sexual relations, even if like people would be like, oh, she's been with 40-year-olds, 30-year-olds. Like people used to exaggerate in high school. It was really bad.
Even sexuality. You know when some people would come out in high
As
school
lesbian and gay.
we didn't like, because we just come from year 7, year 8, and then it's like, oh, someone's gay or something like. It was a bit like, oh, okay.
Even though in secondary school you find out what these different things are.
Yeah.
You don't know this in primary school. You don't know what gay, you don't know what lesbian is.
So true. So true.
You don't know what sex is. You learn everything.
We used to learn that in PSHE.
Yeah,
But I learned about it.
we learned about it in year
No, but I
6,
mean like
in
from
year
home
science.
though.
Yeah.
From home.
It was a quick video.
No,
you
home
see
didn't
the penis, vagina.
Boy,
you know,
home taught me.
My mom
Yeah.
slapped me when she found out I wasn't a virgin. So obviously.
Wait, huh?
Your mum-
Did you tell her? Or did she find out?
She found out and then she asked me that.
Did someone snake you?
And you told the truth.
Oh, listen, the whole story.
I'd be like, what is sex?
We'll go
Yeah,
into it in
you
story
know.
time. We'll go into it in story time.
That's a story for another day.
That's a story for another day.
I'm sure we rambled on for nearly like a good hour, you know. We can talk about secondary school all day, but yeah. Literally, it was a nice trip down memory lane, wouldn't you guys agree?
Yeah.
I feel
Yeah.
old.
Can we talk about college and sixth form next time?
Yes, they've asked.
Wait, that's where I really
I've got the
to flourish.
memories for that.
I've got to meet girls in college.
So we dropped the pounds.
I didn't go for like the whole of it.
I'm dead, but yeah, no. On the real, cause I feel like I need to leave you guys with some gems, because I'm just deep in it by thinking a lot of secondary school is what molds you and creates the confidence to be business women and successful people. So for real, take it, like for real, don't let anyone like make you the person you want to be. Be who you want to be. You know what I mean? I think you know yourself most when you're that young. I feel like you know what you want to do. Even more now. Now you're all swayed by what you feel you should do and what you've done in the past. So do what you want to do. Forget what your friends are doing. Literally enjoy yourself. These are the best years of your life. Literally, years where you're not responsible for having to pay for things. So yeah, live your best. Enjoy yourself.
Don't follow cliques and stuff. Do what you want to do.
Yeah,
Half
them
these people
friendship
you really
groups-
don't see after year 11.
But
a lot of people you don't
rely on
see.
your friends in high school
I can't
because you
lie.
won't see them.
I'm
like-
still tight boys with my boy from secondary. You know who you are. P.O.
On that note, yeah, check out these people's snaps. It's always going to be in the description box. Of course, tell us what you think, because you tell us anyway. If we're talking rubbish, tell us we're talking rubbish. If we're talking sense, tell us. Coming up is the end of year review video. Because first year was a real one.
Unseen footage too.
I've been through, I've been through nearly every emotion in first year. I'll let you know that for free.
Every tested.
Tested to the limbs, I swear. But yeah, I'm out on the other side. See you guys next time, yeah? Say pieces, guys. Juices.
Bye.
Bye, y'all.
Afternoon.